Also on the diplomatic front, South Korea is engaged in talks aimed at supporting international efforts to restore freedom of navigation in the Strait of Hormuz. Our Chung Hye-lim has the latest.
South Korea's National Security Advisor Ri Sung-lac stated on Wednesday that the government is actively engaged in international discussions to ensure the safe passage in the Strait of Hormuz. During a briefing in Seoul, we noted that South Korea is communicating closely with key international partners, also noting that the United States had proposed cooperation under its maritime initiative, Project Freedom. This direction aligns with the recent outcomes of Defense Minister Ahn Gyu-back's high-level talks in Washington with U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth at the Pentagon earlier this week. Ahn said Seoul is reviewing phased contributions to U.S.-led efforts aimed at restoring safe passage through the strait. Speaking to reporters in Washington on Tuesday local time, Ahn said Seoul conveyed to Washington that it would participate as a responsible member of the international community and review ways to contribute in stages. According to Ahn, possible forms of support could include expressions of political backing, personnel dispatches, intelligence sharing, and military asset assistance. The minister stressed that any decision would be made in accordance with both international and domestic legal procedures, adding that no detailed discussions were held regarding direct South Korean military involvement. Ahn also stated that Seoul reaffirmed its push for a transfer of wartime operational control, or OPCON, before the first quarter of 2029 target presented by U.S. Forces Korea Commander General Xavier Brunson last month. The defense minister said Seoul explained its efforts to increase defense spending and strengthen military capabilities as part of preparations for a South Korea-led defense posture on the Korean peninsula, but acknowledged slight differences between Seoul and Washington regarding the transfer. Ahn also said the allies discussed South Korea's push to build nuclear-powered submarines, adding that both countries agreed on the need to begin working-level consultations as soon as possible, despite ongoing regional tensions involving Iran. The talks did not include discussions on a reduction of U.S. troops stationed in South Korea, nor did they discuss the potential relocation of THAAD batteries to the Middle East. Chung Hye-lim, Arirang News.